I was advertising. No, I said, what did I say? 5 GMT plus 1. Yeah. No, I said it was 5 o'clock. Whoops. Oh, well. Well, no, what I said was, if you tune in at 5 o'clock, it's bound to be on, which is actually true. Anyway, without further ado, I'd like to introduce everybody to Spider and his opponent this evening. Spider, how you doing?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very well.
Bearing up, bearing up.
That's good.
So I've just played a playoff match and lost, so just to even things up a little bit, it'd be nice if we can win this one.
Yeah, I saw it was in overtime.
Yeah, it finished quite nicely actually. It's 1 minute to go before our scheduled time, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all. I am ready whenever you are, sir.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm just going to quickly do a preview the teams, and then we'll start. So this is the knockout stage of Orca-Cola World Cup qualifiers. We're playing Dark Elves, and we're playing against Skaven.
This is a bit where I don't interrupt because you've got to do it for the YouTube, right? Okay.
It's that bit, yeah. So we'll have a quick look at Spider's team first of all. First thing that stands out, Spider's got 15 players and an apothecary. That is outrageous, by the way. He's got 4 gutter runners, all with various skills, a tackle and a mighty blow storm vermin, and a billion players. We're using a 1200 based dark elf team, which is 4 blitzers, all dodge, and 2 wrestle witch elves. So I'm afraid we went vanilla as well. 3 rerolls and an apothecary for us, with 3 fun factor. So should be close. Yep. Right, let's go.
Yep, and while this is loading up here, I'll preface this to my stream viewers. Please, no backseat gaming in this match. This match is one that I want to do with no help. Normally, I don't use the help anyway, but please try to refrain from throwing pointers or thoughts about what you would do in that situation.
And no discussing religion, politics, or foul language, as this is against Twitch terms of service.
Since it's raining, you can have the ball.
This really should make it fun.
For pay, please, Bob. Spider, would you like to drop a link to your channel into the chit chat, and I'll talk about it to the viewers for a moment.
Absolutely.
Viewers, as you've gathered, Spider's one of Canada's finest. No, he's not. He's American.
Yeah, I'm American.
Only kidding.
That's all right.
One of the finest streamers in the United States. And if you are up late at night and fancy some red hot Blood Bowl action, check out Spider's channel. Link handily placed in the chat there.
Oh, you didn't want to handle the ball first?
Not in the rain, no.
It's all wet.
You big scaredy cat. There also is the link to the multi-stream for those that would like to watch it that way without having to have 2 browsers open.
Can't help, I've got to click it. What's that do? Oh, right, okay.
It allows you to watch both in one browser. You can see the chat in both at the same time. It also counts as a viewer for both at the same time.
I'm doing that.
And there's different layouts on the top left that you can switch it over to if you want to see bigger windows and just one chat, or if you want to see both of them side by side.
Yeah. I tell you, it was rather fruit. He was having to mute both channels real quick because I could hear ourselves in triplicate. That was fun.
Yeah. Definitely fun. Oh, wow. You rolled an 11 for fan. Nice roll.
I think I only got +1. Yeah, +1.
Yep. I thought I might have actually had a chance to get it since I rolled an 8 until I seen your 11. Well, this definitely changes my strategy up with the rain. I cannot use my thrower reliably now. I mean, I could, but at least I'd have the built-in reroll.
Useful for things like World Cups. Yeah, I suppose it is, Didier. The line rats and gut runners look fairly similar. Not loads, not insanely same, but they do look similar.
Mm-hmm. Just the cape on the gutter is the easy way to tell the difference. If you're looking from behind, anyway. All right. Good luck, sir.
Likewise. Both teams get a reroll. There we go. Everyone's happy.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. What do I want to do here?
Wonder if Spider's going to fire the living daylights out of you with all those spare rats.
Nice one, Bucho. I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice start for you.
Yeah.
Cos, thank you very much.
Oh, metal. Cheers, mate. And
Oh, wow.
for metal viewers, welcome to the show. You join in at just as we kick off our big game of the evening with Spider versus Andy in what's this competition? This is a World Cup qualifier for which one?
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola
Yep.
World Cup
OCC.
qualifier, and this is towards the latter stages. I want to say.
Yes, last 32.
Yep.
Spider, you might know a little more about this. So the Coca-Cola get 2 tickets. Does that mean they've run
Correct.
2 separate? Is it 2 32s, or is the 1 32 and then the final? Both guys get a ticket. How have they done the tickets?
It is the final third. It's only 132. This group of 32, and the last 2 teams standing. So you don't even have to play the championship match. If you make the championship match, you get a ticket.
Right. Okay. So last 32, last 16, last 8, last 4. 4 games.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, metal man, it's just marketing and hype. Roll with it. Because metal has taken exception. I'm pitching this one as the big game of the evening. Don't worry, I'll say the same thing about the next game in about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I would say that if I had to pick one game to win, I would have picked this one.
I said right after the matchups came out, I said there were 2 coaches in the final 32 that I would not want to see until the end, and you were one of them. The Sage was the other. The Sage was the other.
Oh.
I would have rather not met up with either one of you until the end. But with that being said, this is what helps make your game better, right? Playing good coaches.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
it's going very well. I mean, Snittock's whipped up the ball there in his little paws, and he's looking happy as a lark.
Yes, I cannot complain with this first turn. That is for sure.
And actually, oddly enough, I'm not devastated with it either, because you didn't actually remove one. So,
Right.
although it's annoying, the 3 stuns, it does alter what I'm going to do in my first turn. The fact that they're still there is actually quite helpful.
Exactly. Yep.
Schmeisel, good evening. How are you doing? And Broccoli. Oh, Broccoli's playing Sage in this next game, Spider.
Yeah.
Actually, I've dodged Sage this season in OCC. He's in 1B. I'm gone 1A. So don't have to face Sage again for a bit.
Thank you to all the follows that have come in while I was doing my turn.
Yeah.
Broccoli, Tyranno, and Belgia.
If anyone wants to follow us, that'd be cool as well. Oh dear.
Don't be pissy. The idea is Everyone's a winner.
Yes, I know.
Was the kickoff result a re-roll for everybody?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
I was going to say four's on the heavy side for you both. Evening, Barles. How you doing? Welcome to the show. We kick off the new season of OCC Wednesday, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We'll get another match against each other this season in Champions.
You're in the top tier, though, aren't you, Spider?
Yeah. No, I was
Me.
meant against Andy. I'll get a match.
Oh, right. You're only playing his high elves, they're harmless.
I think
And
we're
I've
playing
got my
right at the end.
Yeah, I've got my goofy lizards with the strength 6 dodge, block, break, tackle source.
Oh, that would be hilarious. I can't wait for that one.
He's goofy. This last season, though, really hurt me pretty badly. I lost several good pieces. But he's still alive, and my...
Kickstart the
super
skink.
Yeah, my super skink is still alive as well.
You like this for a skink, Andrew. Kickstart has agility boost, plus movement. He has sidestep, sprint, and I think that's sure feet. Yeah.
Sounds hilarious.
So not quite a natural one-turner, but
Getting
near as
there,
damn it. Near as damn it. Good evening, Matlow. How are you doing? Matlow's been playing Tomb 4. Tomb 4? Buford Justice said, "Where would you apply to join OCC? What the main league, Buford? There's a link below if you scroll down and on the Twitch stream." Didn't you have a movement 8 Saurus as well, Spider?
I did. He was one of the ones that died last season.
Hmm.
A movement 8 break tackle source.
Yeah, I remember when you and me played ages ago. They'd got the strength and movement very early on, though I don't think they didn't have. It certainly didn't have dodge. I don't think the Sundrop had break tackle.
No, he did not at that point.
So yeah, it significantly improved. No chaos in the top division this season. Nice, refreshing change for you.
No, but I think there's quite a lot of claw and kill skills.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
it's
it's not
too-
fluffy and lovely.
It's 2 Nurgle teams. Rhaegar's Nurgle.
They're dangerous.
I've played them a couple of times. They weren't too bad last time I played them. Let's see what they're like now. He's got a baby killer Pestigo with Block Claw, Mighty Blow. He's got a fairly tasty warrior with all the requisite kill skills, and another one with even more. That not super deadly. He's got 1, 2, 3 Claw, Mighty Blow. So seen worse. You got RTSD as well, who's very light on guard. One guard for a 1950 Nurgle team. Very light on guard. Oh, he's got a hell of a Pestigore. Block plus 2 movement, extra arms, 2 heads. Saucy.
Thank you, Nomto. Yes, sir. You're from UK, right, Andy?
He is. He's thinking.
Yeah.
I get this a lot. Just talk to me and kick him every now and then if there's something I don't know.
Absolutely. One of my viewers is she's from UK and she recognized your all's accents immediately, I believe.
So, which bit of America are you in, Spider?
Midwest, St. Louis area in the state of Missouri.
I've been to St. Louis once.
Ah, nice.
Saw the big arch thing. It was very good.
Yep, that is what we're known for, the big landmark.
Well, it's like a lot of American cities are actually way bigger than you'd think. You know that they are this. You know, what's the population of St. Louis? About it's several million, isn't it?
Yeah, I think like 2 or 3 million.
Yes, it was very nice. Hello, Svarho. Thank you for the host, mate. Tick, that works. In Spider's chat, Sarah says should follow him. Yes, you should. Of course, you should. Thank you very much indeed, Sarah. Welcome to the show.
Ooh, I like that.
Lockstar says St. Louis population 300,000. Get off.
Well, that's St. Louis City. You got to look at the all the surrounding areas and the.
Yeah.
Ooh, going for the big one right off the bat.
Well,
5+. It's, what, 55% chance with the reroll?
Yeah, it's 50. Yeah, it's 55, and if it works, the ball carrier's going off.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
in all instances, that's gone, and the blitzer was free, and I go away and potentially turn it over. So would I take a 4+ to turn them over? Yes, yes, I would take
Yes.
a 4+.
It was like Sex Panther, that, mate. That works 100% of the time, 60% of the time.
That it does.
One of the joys that we have on the show, and I think you really embrace this, Spider, is that Andy's only ever seen one film, and that's Star Wars. So we'll put a lot of effort into quoting any other films, sound in the knowledge that Andy will not get what we're talking about.
Gotcha. Uh-oh.
Now then, Florence, what are the symptoms? Not breathing, spine hanging out. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Mackie, no, this is a World Cup playoff, mate. So Coca-Cola is perpetual, and players gather skills and die, etc. But this is Resurrection. This actual what you're playing right now, right?
Yep.
So hence you'll notice Andy barely a flicker at a dead elf being mopped up.
It's more annoying that I've got to play the rest of the game with 10 more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Thanks for it, Norton. That's very helpful. Norton says, "Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor and not a Blood Bowl player." Neither's what's his chops the elf anymore.
Wish there was a way I could get through there right now without having to score first.
Danger, danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Yeah, I could surf that witch if I wanted to.
He is an elf.
It's very tempting to try to do it anyway and leave my ball player on the line, but or the sideline, but that would be quite not the smart play. But it is very, very tempting. I can guarantee you that.
I can imagine it is.
Yeah. Well, I haven't used my reroll yet. I might as well try to get the POW on the witch.
Yeah, Blitz already, Mackie. Otherwise, that would have been a wonderful suggestion.
Yep.
But yeah, Blitz already done.
Yep, I shouldn't have used my blitz why I did. I could have, if I'd thought about that a little better, I could have used my blitz to serve her. But I wanted to get the hit on the one of the dodge blitzers with my tackle piece, so that's why I went ahead and did what I did.
You do not have to justify yourself, mate. It's not that kind of show.
No, but I like to explain to my viewers my strategy for why I do what I do.
Oh, yeah.
After the fact. If I'm being very interactive, I'll do it while I'm playing, but that's usually when my opponent is not in a stream with me.
So, really, I've got the option to talk to both sets of chitter-chatter. So, Story's Not Over wants to know, are you close to Edwardsville? No. Million miles away, mate, in Leicester. Next question. I think he might have meant you, actually, Spard.
He actually may have, because there is a town in Illinois called Edwardsville, so he may have meant that.
Oh, that's what I thought he meant. that he was asking how close am I to Edwardsville, Illinois, and the answer is about
Millions of
6,000 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Absolutely.
even close. But Norton asked controversially, if I could, would I rather co-host Davo or Spider? Canoe. I've been learning Swedish. Sjöströmming, shotballana, tack, Volvo. Oh, Corn Knight's jumping up and down, waving a sign on which is emblazoned the immortal legend, Andy, I'm ready to play you whenever.
Okay.
Corn Knight, he says, okay.
If you're watching, oh, go ahead, Zunk.
We've got a Twitch Blood Bowl League game after this because you asked to play in the later slot, so can't help you, I'm afraid.
No, Corn Knight's happy with 9:30. That's fine. Oh, Satterfield's here. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Hello.
Thank you, Satterfield.
So, can we chat in either box? You know, if you want to type stuff, is it just doesn't really matter?
Well, if you're watching the side-by-side view,
yes.
then you type in one chat, it only shows in that chat. If you're watching the view that shows just one chat, where it's top and bottom on the viewer, then you'll notice at the bottom there's a drop-down that tells you which chat that you're actually in talking in. So it doesn't count as, or it doesn't show in both chats when you type in just one. It just shows in that specific streamer's chat.
Sfaho, you show remarkable taste. The whole Zunkcam thing. We've never put a lot of effort into it. But the only obstacle is buying in a cam and then using thingy. You know, bing, 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 bing. What's it called? That Skype instead of Discord to actually do the chitter chat. And then we could. But we just never really got round to it. Because what we could do is just both. But I mean, you can do it through Discord as well. What video? It's the transmitting the webcam pic and melding the two. You know, it never seemed that important. Neon Omega, I know. Check out the production values. Andy has a green screen. It's either that or Ava's just got a green cardigan slung over the back of the chair behind him.
Why couldn't it be both?
Could be both. We can't tell if it's green. I mean, you might have an enormous mountain of sprouts behind you. We'd be none the wiser.
That could be what it is, Talcon. I'm not sure.
Well, you can chat in either one, Tarquin, because we can see them both, so... It's like gathering around for a sing-song around two campfires, isn't it? That are quite near each other, but...
You should get a red screen to improve the bitrate. Why? What's wrong with the bitrate? Is it not good enough?
Well, is the bitrate beneath 72,000, Andy? Because if it's beneath 72, we can't do it. It's got a minimum 72,000.3.
Really?
Nanohertz.
I'm running it at 4.4 kilobits a second as the bitrate. And it seems to work fine. Twitch is kicking it out at 1080p, 60. Oh, red uns go faster. Right, yeah.
Well, listen, as long as you're maintaining the 27-degree flange angle, mate, we'll muddle through, so don't worry about it. Audience think, fuck me, Andy know a lot about computers, don't they?
Flange angle?
Yeah, 27 degrees, you need the flange angle set. Well, we're broadcasting in 4K, metaphysically at least. Oh, got one. No, sorry, lost one. He's for us.
No, you had it right the first time.
Works for both, doesn't it?
It does.
McNaughton speculating is the flange angle where you'll find Brett.
Yeah.
Or Aratark, it could be a double date. It works both ways, doesn't it? Maggie says Zunk's a traitor. Why? What have I done?
Ray! Traitor Zunk. Traitor Zunk.
Oh, you've even got one.
You go next when he hit you again.
Speaking from a neutral point of view, I am speculating that Andy is disappointed with the attrition on the elves compared to the attrition on the rats thus far. Although Mighty Blow Rat is going to be a factor.
He already is. He's got both takeoffs, actually.
Right again. Wonderful.
That's why I have 15 rats on this team. It's going to be hard for me to lose the attrition.
We haven't lost any rats so far, so yeah, absolutely.
It's really going to be hard now, right?
Well, the other three are just busy cutting up 48 half-time oranges, aren't they? So
Absolutely.
keep themselves useful.
I did have one game during the qualifiers where I lost, I think, 6 or 7 rats. But I still had 8 or 9, which is perfectly good. And none of them were the gutter runners, so.
Ooh, sort of lost one. Hello, Killjoy. We're on a multi-stream, Killjoy. We're watching 2 streams at the same time. Imagine that. Satterfield thinks the rats on the sideline look a bit bored. Well, cutting up oranges isn't very exciting, Satterfield, and the other rats get to play, so maybe they're feeling a bit left out. I don't know.
I'd imagine they are. 4-3, I believe, Talquin. Was that? I think it was that match. I did beat the Orcs in the last round, or last week, 6-0. Oh, there's another one.
Hang on, it's confirmed. Yep, Serge Creep, the lineman in the dugout, he's holding up a small sign saying, I'm a bit bored. Sorry, Serge Creep. Get on with your oranges.
No,
it says,
I've got a little board, I think is what it actually said.
Oh, it does. It's quite
It
small.
does, yep.
I had
Yeah,
to zoom in to see that. No, fair enough. That works on several levels.
Thank you.
Oh, maybe it was that game, Falcon. I don't remember. Could be that one.
Elves against Skaven's a bit like basketball, isn't it? Where you're going to get big scores probably.
Mm-hmm. Generally speaking, yes.
Bit of crowd pleaser. Oh, Killjoy's linked something. Killjoy, I'm not allowed to click things linked in chat. I did once that Matto linked and it went badly wrong, so I can't see that. Could you describe it?
What? It looks like a giant cat.
Did you click the link?
I
Never
did.
click the link.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. It's got 4,500 people watching someone play a giant cat. What the fuck? I don't know. It's written in hieroglyphics. I don't know, but
Oh, is it more of that acrylic stuff that you like with the Russian fellas?
no, not those type of glyphlics. The other ones.
Oh, right, the other ones.
Do you know what? If it's something I could learn, if I could learn to read that, I think I'd choose that.
What, Korean?
Yeah.
Well, Killjoy's learning Korean. He can help me out. Surströmming. Oh, no, Swedish. Hang on, I'm confused. I don't speak any Korean at all. You
None?
couldn't even order your drink.
Did you not?
No, not in Korean. No.
Ah, darn it.
Safe.
She was going to get fouled.
No.
No, whoa, hang on a second. This is a family show.
And she's a girl. That's not very nice.
Statements was here earlier. Oh, Stakey.
She was going to get stomped on.
It's not very nice, that.
Satterfield would very much like to learn Zulu.
What's up with Zulu?
What? No, the language.
Oh, right. Yeah, makes sense.
Well, poop. All I needed was a both down or a pal. BA. There's that pal that I needed.
It's my pal.
It was.
Maybe he reckons if you got Ava on the stream, you boost the viewer count by a factor of about 20. She doesn't want to do it though. We've asked, and she just says no, not interested. Well, I do think because she'll be too young to actually put up much of a protest, getting Megatron, Lolithor, Zunketa on the show on a regular basis, you should do that, Andy, because people, particularly like little babies, don't they?
Yeah, girls, though. Mostly girls like little babies.
Well, we've got female viewers as well.
Have we?
Family show and all that. It just explains, Spider. And Andy's other half is about 8 months pregnant, and we had a poll on the channel, obviously to name Andy's firstborn daughter, and the winning names are: she will be christened Megatron Lolithor Zunketa Davison.
Nice. Very nice. All right, let's see here. Let's see.
McNaughton says if he wanted to see his child screaming, complaining, we have Andy for that already. So if anything, Zunketa would be the least worst option. Yeah, Zunk Headler doesn't have luxuriant ginger hair though, McNaughton. So
I don't have luxuriant ginger hair.
I was referring to child screaming. Broccoli has a rat named Megatron. That's an excellent name for a rat.
What? Why would you do that?
What, call your rat Megatron?
Yeah, I feel like I've just been trolled there.
What are you going to call him?
At least Andy and Zung had to have roughly the same amount of boldness.
I
Whatever.
shaved my head. You can't shave babies. The social would be round quick as you like, going, you can't shave baby.
You can do that. I can. You can't.
Ava B, you come into the shops, no, I've got to shave baby.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
Svarho's neighbour had a puppy called Dog. Keeps it simple, doesn't it?
Oh, see if I can get the 5+. Not with a 1. Nope. Well, neither one of us could get the 5+.
Now that makes things interesting. That really does. That really
Roll a
makes
1-1.
things interesting.
Kind of hard to get a 5+ when you roll a 1-1. That makes it just a little bit hard.
They can go.
I wouldn't say I was enjoying it that much.
It is Nomto.
Are you titans of the Blood Bowl community all right for about 2 minutes once I go and make a nice cup of tea?
Absolutely.
Oh wow.
See you
Oh
then.
yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dinner has arrived and it is looking spectacular.
Nice.
Thanks. Dog.
Ah, Lady Killjoy bringing in a new Skaven team? Or have you already played it a season or two?
One. Puts me in a bit of a tight spot. You only need to do. Oh, you just need to do that square. 2, 3, 5. Which to there? Whack. I don't think you'd be bothered about that in the slightest. Yeah, that was commitment to that serve. Should have put him there. Nice, could have blitzed. Okay. Oh, could have come from that angle. Fair enough. Well, I think the Witch Elves are. My stream chat is saying I could have done that slightly better, which is fine. Talking about it after the fact. I guess I quite like where the Witch Elves are. I don't like the one against the sideline, but the other one's okay. Because where that one square of movement's going, what? There? Nah, there, maybe? Arguably? Maybe?
Oh, back. What a mess.
I was a bit greedy. I went for a double surf and I got it. I'm just going to eat my dinner if that's alright.
That's all right. I'll speak the spider.
Oh, sorry everyone.
Spider appears to be muted. Hang on. Don't know if that's on purpose. Not unmuted. Oh, it's not muted.
Sorry, I was muted on. I don't know why my hotkey didn't unmute it when I unmuted. Sorry about that.
I was thinking, what have we done? How rude of us! But no. It was,
No, when I go
right,
into when I go into one of my coughing fits, I've been trying to mute so I don't cough in everybody's ear.
Push to talk is the method over my end. Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's too frustrating for me to do. Let's see here.
Oh, Demico is about to be impressed with Andy's manners and etiquette. He hasn't seen him eat yet. Normally, he just sort of straps a nose bag on and breathes in. We've seen him eat an 18-inch pizza in less than 4 minutes. He just keeps folding it over until it's into a little ball, unhinges his jaw, pops it in, and it's like watching a snake consume a rabbit. Basically that. Something I feel like watching both streams to get the perspective of both coaches. I could talk about the game a bit, I suppose. It's not normally one of my my particular habits, but how do you feel it's going, Spider?
The rain slowed down what I really wanted to do with my strategy, but that's all right. I still scored. I got to get a little risky here to try to get this ball out and slow him down. We'll take that.
Oh, that's annoying.
At least makes him have to make a pickup in the rain, if nothing else. I could be really goofy and do a 5+6+.
Just laughing at what Mackie's typed in the chat. Davo is one of the few creatures where his lungs are an integral part of the digestive system.
I think we'll just stay there. At least make you make some rolls here.
Huh?
Right. How was your elk?
All right.
One stream's delayed a little longer. Which one's delayed longer? Mine, I imagine. Oh, no, actually, it probably isn't mine because I turned low latency on. You should be getting pretty much real-time effects from mine.
Need to wait until something happens, a dice roll that you can both see to actually to be sure, to be honest.
Stand you up, block there.
Oh my god.
Block there, pushes him there.
Just a little bit ahead. Gotcha. Yeah, you might have to refresh too. Might have a little bit of a delay based off of how long it's been running, right? One might get a second further off every 5 minutes or something like that, just from the stream delay.
Well, the clocks are both showing pretty much within a second of each other. Killjoy
that's
asks,
good.
what headset is Andy using? It's a white one, mate. And Andy's bought a lot of headsets, and most of them are those sort of branded gamer ones where you basically hand over a ton of cash for a piece of shoddily made tat. We have explained that, you know, buy some audiophile headphones, you know, separate one of them, you know, what they call blue spot mics or something like that. And Bob's your uncle, that'll last you forever. Is it Steel Series, that one you've got there, Andy?
Oh, you didn't fancy dodging?
Sometimes I just make up my own answers. It's best.
That was a misclick. I should have dodged. Damn it.
Andy,
Yeah, that should be you then, Sadder. Try refreshing.
what headset have you got? Killjoy likes to do it.
It's a second generation A500 Astro, I think it is.
Yeah, white one.
Exactly.
With the shirt, though, you do look quite coordinated, like you might be in the pit lane of a moderately unsuccessful Formula One team, that kind of thing. You know, one that has very little sponsorship, like why your shirt is basically white. Mind you, if we keep plugging these headphones, you might be able to get Steel Series and a nice sort of little graphic over there.
That could be Satterfield, since you're doing it on the phone. You're are you on Wi-Fi or are you just running through 4G? If you're running through the data, that could be what's causing it. All right, I need the rain to be a factor here.
Tensions, pal. We could just get the Immortal Legend, you know, designed by Intel, buggered up by Andy, you know, with i7 beneath it. You know, the little logo would be good, wouldn't it?
No.
We do tend to break computers really, really effectively.
No, I don't. I do. Shut up.
What was it you said yesterday? Oh no, the computer's dying. This is an 8-month-old computer. Oh no, the computer's dying because I filled the hard disk.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. Oh shit, I'm running out of time.
I was wondering why you weren't doing one at a time. Well, there's the first rain. Can I get the second? Ah, darn it. So close, so close. Had you breathing a little tight there, though, didn't it?
A little.
Oh, you were like James Bond there. The timer ended on 007. Just in the nick of time, James. Take me now. Except with the Vauxhall Zafira.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Ah, jolly good, Bond. Here's your new Zafira. Do try and bring it back in one piece this time. Oh, Dr. Nick, come on. I've got no hair and I own my own cat. Surely, Bond villain. Our demands are simple. We require 1 million subscribers.
Well, the easier dodge blitz is on the side, but that allows me to not push you up, which is what I want to do. Try to make you have to do a go for it at least.
Good news is Surge Creep looks like he's nearly done the oranges. Very pleased with himself. Exactly, Satterfield. Nothing wrong with a 2007 model beige Vauxhall Zafira. Andy's going to own it and embrace it. We'd probably get Vauxhall sponsor us as well, like, you know. Because we've been talking about the wonders of the Zafira, particularly the 2007 model, quite a lot on the show this last couple of months. Are you familiar, Spider, with the Vauxhall Zafira?
No, I'm not.
It makes the Pontiac Aztec seem quite desirable and sexy. Yeah, and Andy has to get rid of the executive German motor car and buy one of these because he's having a baby.
Problem is, if I push it to the side, you get an easy out to score.
Did I really run out of time, or was it all a cunning plan?
I'm going to have to do the harder dodge and hope that I can get lucky here.
Like the waxy temp material, Andy. It's a top.
Not on the first one. Another one.
Was that
Did I
double
one
one?
it again? Did I one it again? Ah, at least I didn't one it. I just missed a 4. Alright, well.
Satterfield said in Andy's chat that he loved his Vauxhall Zafira. Yes, I know. I read it there as well. Yes, well done, Satterfield. Satterfield, well done. Very good. Which model did you have? Did you have the LX? I think Andy's got his eye on. That's the one with the stereo radio cassette in there. And they originally come with 4 speakers, but one of them doesn't work. So 3. Just quick count of squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I mean, Joe could just run it in, can't he? What's he thinking about? I don't understand. To make it a bit easier, Ryuk's in the way, but that shouldn't be too hard to budge him, should it? I'm getting the feedback though, Satterfield and McNaughton, that 4th gear is not proving a particular popular section of the show. So we'll maybe come back to the one later. We'll shelve it for now. Think of it as a commercial break.
Nice push up.
It's quite elegant, wasn't it? Is that line rat Welsh? She's called Powtuck. Powie-tuck?
Took maybe? I don't know.
Andy's Welsh. That's Welsh, isn't it, Andy?
Yeah, it's pronounced Haituk.
Powis-tuck, isn't it?
Nice score.
Thank you. the tackly things
Oh, you
back.
got your KO back.
Deadlocked at 1-0 was go into the half-time show. VGP's got nothing to worry about. I can't do the voice, can I?
All right.
So it's as you were.
And that's one of the reasons why I have a 15-man roster, so I can still field 11.
Do you remember a few weeks ago we were talking about Copenhagen Nights, the gritty, hard-hitting crime drama starring me and Villahero, set in the mean streets of Copenhagen? Spider, I don't suppose if you're available, would you like to play our no-nonsense police lieutenant?
There we go.
What is this for?
Hard-hitting, gritty crime drama set on the mean streets of Copenhagen, starring me and Villahero, called Copenhagen Nights. Well, we drive around in an ex-drug dealer's Vauxhall Zafira that we've acquisitioned, and we've got he lives on a small rowing boat, and he wears sports jackets with the sleeves rolled up a bit, and espadrilles, and we got to solve crimes like, there'll be a big consignment of stolen stroop waffle, or the mayonnaise for the chips down in the city centre will be off, and we'll have to investigate it. And we'll go, give me 48 hours, Lieutenant, and you'll slam your hands on the desk and go, you've got 24, and then I throw my taser and badge at you and go, I quit, and then you go, you can't quit, and all that. It's going to be great. I think Netflix are picking it up.
Nice. Is this an actual game, or you guys? What is this? A video? What?
No, it's a hard-hitting, gritty crime drama set in Copenhagen.
Right.
Because they're really popular foreign language gritty high crime dramas. I was watching The Tunnel with a bunch of French lads in it. And then the Norwegian and the Swedish ones they're always a bit gloomy. Everybody's wearing very thick pullovers and eating rancid fish and looking serious. But the audience lap them up. It's got a lot of the passion and melodrama of British viewers will probably remember Juliet Bravo from the 1980s. Frank, I'm not trying to put Spider off. He's interested. Leave him alone. Anyway, it's Andy's go. I promise I'll stop trying to recruit Spider into Copenhagen Nights during his turn. I'll put Andy off instead.
Hey! I don't need any help being put off.
You really do look like particularly unsuccessful pit crew in a Formula One team, mate. It's uncanny.
Oh, thanks very much. The green screen keeps
We can
leaking.
probably get Jun Yule to come and wander around with a pit board, and you can meet her. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? And you can get to meet David Coulthard's massive chin, and then a few minutes later the rest of them will arrive.
What's wrong with my green screen?
Hey?
Ev, you've done something to the screen.
Who
It
says there's
started
something wrong with your
leaking.
green screen? Has Ava started moving the sprouts around and there's gaps appearing in it?
It's got a hole in the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Martin's got it. So we'd have an episode where, for example, Lieutenant Spider would say, you've got one last chance to get those chip-stealing gangsters or you'll be back directing traffic, Sergeant Zunt. And that's when I go, damn it, Lieutenant, and slam the taser on the desk and all that. Anyway, enough of that. It's Spider's Shh, Norton, knock it off. Oh, got one. Lost one. Didn't. What happened?
I needed a 5 and I rolled a 3. At least I didn't get caught.
Nobody saw anything. Just shh.
That was pretty funny.
Phew.
I would imagine I had old Andy puckering up a little bit right there.
Which end?
Probably both.
Oh, baby. Have you ever spent time in a Turkish prison, Timmy?
Thought I had a nice chance to pick off a witch elf there, but Nuffle decided differently, didn't he?
Our Surge Creep's been stunned. He's still stained with orange juice. Oh, Philenic's just been playing against my friend Hans Meyer. Did you say hello from me, Villy? McNaughton reckons Kelly Brook's going to star as a fresh-faced new recruit who needs some tutoring. Oh, it's not that big a budget, to be fair, mate. We'll maybe give Jen Yule's agent a ring, see if she's free. See, Hans Meyer gets a bad rep, Phileanic. I found him to be erudite and charming opponent. He was very chatty. Oh, Andy, I think Corn Knight's onto something. Since you've got the Sprouts screen, what if you painted your entire head green so you'd just be like a pair of disembodied eyes with a headset on? Can we do that?
Funny.
Can we try it?
No.
That would be quite funny.
Oh no, you've napped the Welsh rat. Powys is killed.
Oh no.
Corn Knight says, was I losing to him? No, actually, we were invincible. We won one and drew one. You've not seen my invincible champ ladder team, have you? Hang on. Let me show you the stats. Yeah, that didn't work. Hang on. There you go. The Undead. Something smells good. Featuring Barry White and Jimmy White and the two girls, Yui Metal and Mo Metal.
What's happened to the webcam? Why has it been all funny?
It's just compensating, mate. Well, you know, McNaught, it's picking up the slack.
I feel like you're going to be putting some pressure on here.
I'm going to try. Do my best.
Are you broadcasting from the bridge of a small spacecraft, Spider? It looks just having a look at there. You've got a lot of stuff going on in the background.
That's my
Very
board
good.
game shelf.
Ah.
Nice little background piece to show all my board games.
We seem to have collected a Kurgle. Kurgle, I've not seen you for ages. How are you?
Hello, Kurgle.
Lovely to have you back.
Oh, Sarah, pop by the show more often, Flower. We'll get chitter-chattering.
Who?
You will increase our female viewer demographic by 50%. We do have 2 regular viewers, so going to 3 will be a massive step forward and a boon for the entire show. So if you don't mind, that'd be lovely. Andy, wash yourself.
This is washed.
Well, yeah, 2 for now. We're working on it. We've got Brett's daughter Keris and Ninja Ting's who's Richard T's girlfriend, but they do show up quite regularly.
Uh-oh.
We get them in the commentary booth for a bit. Oh, incoming! Oh, dirty! Now look what's happened. Hang on, we've got an emote for that.
We actually have an emote for that. That's how often that happens.
Bang! There we go. Oh, don't you dare.
Bounce back down.
Give us the ball back.
That's not terrible. I can live with
That's
that.
not what you wanted to happen.
Would have been nicer if it had bounced down by my tackle piece where my gutters could have picked it up.
Oh,
There
Ninja Ting
we
says hello. Hello,
Hello, Tings.
See? Say hello to Tings for her. Oh, Nori's here. Ciao, bello, Nori. Nori's Italian. At least I hope he is, otherwise he's going, what the fuck is that?
Well, Nori also likes a good chicken and tuna pizza, which is lovely. Lovely.
That, I think you're misrepresenting that, Andy. What actually happened was when Nori discovered your preference for chicken and tuna pizza from Domino's, he actually got a strongly worded letter from the Italian embassy declaring war on the United Kingdom as a result.
No, we never.
Yeah, he did.
Nah.
This is an insult to my culture and my people, I think it was roughly translated as. My tongue's a little bit flaky.
I don't think it was.
Nori, confirm, deny?
Phew. Phew. That's the word I was looking for, and that was phew.
And Andy's the only person that when he orders his regular pizza, Domino's ringing up just to make sure it's not somebody having a laugh.
No, it's not. Shut up.
Hello, it's Kevin from Domino's. Just to confirm your order, you want what? Chicken and tuna on the same pizza? Is that a genuine order? Yeah.
Thanks for the follow, Henry Judas.
Hello, Henry. How are we doing?
Yes, Sarah. Zunk puts on some great commentary for sure.
Sometimes we're talking about the Blood Bowl. That is one of the things that a portion of our viewers do get rather annoyed about. That I have a tendency to go off on a tangent and talk about unrelated topics.
Do they?
It's not my fault. It's the chat keep suggesting things, and so it would respond to that. I mean, sometimes we're watching your Hiles in Orca-Cola, and it basically, if we were to talk about that, it's just Lalathor's got the ball, then no, Lalathor's fallen over and is now knocked out again. I'm an elf.
S. Hunter, thanks for the host, sir.
Svarno says, why don't I join the Rebel Caster crew? Because they haven't asked me. That's fine. But we do know Metal and Harringzord very well, because we're both from God's own land. Sorry, all three of us from God's own land, the northeast of England.
Looks like we have a certain coach that's getting potentially greedy for a crowd surf here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's pretty standard, to be honest.
What did I roll on that dodge, by the way? I didn't even see.
2-4.
A 3. No, that was it. Yep, 2-2.
Oh, was it 2-2? Okay.
Yeah, 4 would have been good. 4 was all I needed.
Sarah says I don't sound particularly Geordie. Well, when we get Weewar on, who is Weewar is the youngest son of my mate Tony from Wall's End, and we do converse in fluent Geordie, and he can't understand what we're saying, so we tend to limit it a little bit. Indeed, Raffle Frank, absolutely. That's a name for about 9 months ago that happened once. Yes. I can do it if you like, you know. It's still. Actually, on the way home this evening, there was a Geordie poet. There was what was he called? Can't remember. Anyway, that's not particularly important right now. Who was a shepherd, and he used to write poetry in basically broad Geordie. No, it wasn't John Cooper Clarke, but similar, except Geordie, because John Cooper Clarke isn't. Do you mind me asking without doxing? Because I've discovered what doxing is the other day. It's when I told everybody where Andy lived, including his postcode and a photograph of his house. That you shouldn't do that. But generally, without being specific, whereabouts are you from? And nice curtains, by the way. Northwest. Well, that's totally different. That's what you mean. Northwest, like bit of Cumbria or Manchester or Bolton or. Cumbria. Well, I mean, Cumbria is basically, I guess, if folks are not familiar with it, if you went.
That's what you get.
That's you gloating there, cackling.
That's what he gets for being greedy. He had to use a reroll.
It was important to get rid of that one.
Now then,
No, that was a good job.
Can you start on the post-match melon? Here's a knife. Off you go, son. Thanks
That
for
was a
playing.
very nice surf there.
Oh, I tell you what, what we don't like to see, he's gone full Sergio Ramos there. The pop rocks barely touch him, and yet he's rolling around in agony as if he's had his legs cut off. Oh, no. Let's hope that the World Cup in the summer doesn't feature that kind of nonsense.
Absolutely. Did Alter Ego stick around? Because oh god, here it comes again. More nonsense. Oh god.
I'm debating on it.
Svaho says, "How do we feel about real winning, as opposed to fake winning?"
I'd like to really
Real winning. Ambivalent, Svaho. I mean, generally, as a Newcastle fan, I'm not really got anything against Liverpool, and the fact that they're also English, it'd be quite nice to see them do all right. Not that bothered, really.
I, on the other hand, as a United fan, was quite pleased.
Nottingham United, where you live.
No, Manchester United from Manchester.
The other thing for our American friends here this evening,
I can't believe you're going to bring this up again.
The tradition in the UK is that one should follow a football team, perhaps from where you're born or where you live for a long time, or perhaps a family tie. And he chose his football team on the basis that when he was 12, they were the most successful football team he could think of. However, they're not quite successful at the moment. So he's thinking, if you see a listing on eBay, Eric Cantona shirt, brackets, barely used, 10 quid ONO, that will be Andy's post. And he's thinking about switching from the red ones to the blue ones because they're doing much better this year, aren't they, Andy?
Yeah. I'm not thinking of switching, but yeah, they are doing much better.
We also put Andy on the spot and said, here's a map of the UK. Where is Manchester? It's not in Wales.
And he had no clue.
Then we talked about Old Trafford for a bit, and he thought that was a pub. It's the football ground.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Well, you do now because we gave you the answer. Got 3 out of 10 of "Are you a true Manchester United fan?" And one of them was just because you got your name right on the top of the form. Yeah, and how do we know it's a green screen and not a pale blue screen behind you?
You would know if he painted his hair green.
Well, yes, because we could still see it,
Exactly.
and that would out it as a blue screen. Exactly. Svaho's got the right idea.
I think he should paint his hair green.
In Split, they all religiously support Hadjuk, no matter how bad it. Quite right, Svaho. You see, that's being a proper football fan. I mean, I'm sure it'll be the same with baseball and American hand egg and basketball and all that. You pick your team and you stick with it. You don't just go, oh, they're doing a bit better, I think I'll swap. I mean, for example, for a long time, I was a Dark Elf fan, but they've not been doing so.
Not funny.
Isn't London technically in Kent, Dr. Nick, though? I mean, if not, there's, I suppose, Canterbury United.
Actually, this way there.
Regarding getting this blank white shirt filled up, could you ring your local branch of Nando's, maybe? Sarah asked, do we have Nando's in the UK?
Oh, wow. Do we ever, Sarah? Nando's is actually some of the finest cuisine ever.
Yeah,
where's Sarah from, by the way?
It's the best chicken for literally yards around. Sarah's from Cumbria.
Uh-oh. This could hurt.
Look at State Mittens.
Ugh.
It turns out State Mittens is made of stronger mittens than that.
Oh, apparently Killjoy is a Montreal Canadiens fan. I don't know what that is, Killjoy, but it sounds brilliant. Good luck and go the Canadiens.
Oh, dirty.
Oh, Bobface, I forgot about that. You do get bloody oven chips at Nando's, don't you?
No, you don't. Shut up.
You do. They got frozen chips.
No.
Rubbish. It's 13 quid for a slack handful of microwave chicken with a bit of salad that a rabbit had turned its nose up at in a stale pita bread. Brilliant. Colonel Sanders has got very little to worry about in that respect.
I take offence to that.
You should put a fence around it. Make sure it's a nice tall one with barbed wire. That's all. Well, do you remember when KFC in the UK changed their logistics network and all the restaurants ran out of chicken, and yet Nando's remained open? So there's a chicken shortage. Nobody's getting any chicken, and yet Nando's remain open. Makes you ask the question, is this really chicken?
No, it never.
Just saying. Coincidence? Don't think so. You know when you get one on a country lane and you see a dead badger that's been hit by a car, and you see a Nando's van and then the badger's not there the next morning?
Hell.
No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns. 4 turns left after this one.
Yeah.
They don't even have waitress service. It's a restaurant, right? Where you've got to actually go to the counter to get the food, and you're greeted with, "Hiya, my name's Shanice. How may I be of help to you today? And welcome to Nando's." As she, the light in her eyes slowly fades away. She loses the will to live. And it's like, yeah, I'll have the piri piri badger roadkill, please. Do you want salad and oven chips for that? Yes, that'll be £27.50. Thanks.
Honestly.
Go ahead.
No, it's Tzunken. He's being mean to Nando's.
I'm quite enjoying the commentary. I'm getting a nice chuckle over here on my end.
This is why we can't get any sponsors for your shirt, isn't it? It's this. Oh, shit.
Hey, Pugsley, how you doing today?
Hi, Pugsley.
And
Nice
yes,
to meet you.
Satterfield, at some point I probably will watch this back to see from his angle.
Give it a couple of weeks. He's a bit behind on the
Potentially.
uploads.
Yeah, potentially I
Yeah.
will. I mean, I'm pretty much seeing it from his angle now, just from my view. And his angle is he's beating my ass right now.
Do you remember when we had those guests from Thailand over, and you were telling them about the best noodles in the world, and all you have to do is add boiling water, leave it 3 minutes, give it a stir, and then tear the sachet and add that to it?
No.
He does not
Indeed.
remember that.
More pot noodles, what I was tilting at, Ali, but yeah, fair enough. Frank actually does know a Chinese guy who really likes pot noodle. But Norton fondly remembering when the phrase "crumpet lord" was coined. This is Andy eats about every 45 minutes. Otherwise, we suspect he turns into a gremlin. We're not sure because it's never actually gone 45 minutes without him eating. But that's
not true.
The working theory. So anyway, his girlfriend, with whom he lives, very wisely brings him food, 40-minute intervals, pretty much. And he sent one plate of stuff back, and it was like, what was that? Crumpet. What's the matter with it? Hasn't been double toasted.
Yeah, but to be fair, you have to toast the crumpet twice, otherwise it doesn't work, right? So don't give me that nonsense about, no one sends it back without it being double toasted. Everyone sends it back without double toasted, right? Right?
World of your own, don't you?
Honestly. Single toasted is not fine.
Double pow right here. Oh, darn it.
Oh, that'll require a reroll.
Nah. Really no reason to reroll that.
I think you'd really like our work canteen, Andy. One of the most notable factors. I was talking with my mate Moss, who sometimes watches the show but never says anything, today about the work canteen, and we spotted one commonality, that the food is always beige. All the food is beige. Everything.
Unbelievable.
I should have done the harder dodges with the piece to get the 1 die on him. Would have been a 3+ dodge and then a 4+ dodge. That probably would have been the better play there. Oh, here we go. Getting greedy for that surf again.
Ah, it's the wrestle play. Got to. Tackle.
Oh man, I remember debating with Doreen in the canteen about, when I said, what vegetables have you got on today, and she suggested baked beans.
What's wrong with baked beans? That's a vegetable.
I'm trying to get thinner, so I mean, all the young'uns at work basically live on chips with baked beans on with grated cheese on, which isn't, you can't really live on that, can you? So I cheerfully said, I'll have a baked potato. She said, all right then, do you want cheese on it? No, just baked potato. And then what vegetables have you got? Baked beans.
You can. Absolutely, Satterfield.
The irony is there's a Nando's just around the corner. We don't go there either.
Well, you're doing something wrong if you're not going to Nando's for lunch.
Well, saving £27.50, that might kick 'em. No, I've lost interest in that one, Corn Knight. The girl whom I like at work now, I think that's a non-starter, mate.
Little bitey bastards.
Thanks for asking, though.
So we can make the ball safe and just go there, and there. That is basically safe, but doesn't give me the
No, we proved this mathematically. The bottom end age for is it creepy or not is your age divided by 2. Now the next step's crucial, otherwise you get all Jimmy Savile, plus 7, not minus, plus. So take your age, divide by 2, add 7, and that's as young as you can go.
So the older you get, the more that spreads out.
Yeah.
Well, amongst other things, yes.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. At what age, though, do women of sort of 25 just basically start looking straight through you? You know, when you go out and you go, oh, yeah, she's quite attractive. But they look at you and just go, yeah, whatever, grandpa. Like, at what age does that happen? Because I reckon that at 35, that's it. They're done. You may as well be looking at the concrete block behind you, because that ain't happening.
Well, 35 divided by 2, Andy, is...
Yeah.
Is...
No, it is.
What? What's the answer?
Come on, don't make me say it.
What, don't make you work it out. Can
Well,
you
play-
Google it?
I'm playing. Yeah, but
You can hear him typing. What
Sound
is
it real quick.
35 divided by 2? Okay. So then add 7. So you've answered your own question pretty much.
yeah, but so,
You're on the cusp of acceptability there. If you were fabulous, I mean, for example, if you pulled up to an attractive 25-year-old lady in the Zafira, making very sure that you were pointing in the right direction, because obviously only one of the electric windows is still working. So then you wind down the remaining electric window that works and go, "Hey, baby, ever been in a Vauxhall Zafira?" And she immediately picks up a fur coat, pops her knickers back on, goes, "Oh, you've talked me into it."
Oh my goodness.
what nonsense are you going to try this turn?
I mean, that's all I can do is nonsense. At this point, that's what you forced me into. Unfortunately.
You could, of course, try the, exaggerate the truth and explain that you were chief engineer in Vauxhall's glorious return to Formula One.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is that I think women at some point they just look straight through you. They don't even notice you're there, and that's what I think
Right.
concerning.
Well, at least I didn't roll a 1 on the first one this time.
Yeah.
Hey, looky there.
No,
Well, there's the one. There's the one.
There's the one. Yep.
That was bound to happen, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, and then this one.
Oh, denied.
Almost got through.
Nearly.
Almost.
Mackie, were you just being used? Were they looking at you as a sort of protective fatherly figure? Did it lead to anything? Fluxstreamer, thank you very much. Killjoy doesn't like the rule because it means that at 28, 18 is out of bounds. Killjoy, you dirty old man. Dirty.
What if it's an odd number? Do you round up or down?
Up, I think.
Yeah. It depends. Under 16, up.
So if you're 37, you divide by 2, it'd be 19.
But there is a gap at that point where you just no. What?
I'm just thinking because my daughter is 24 and she's dating a 37-year-old.
Well, Andy, 37 divided by 2 is...
Be right back. I'm just playing Blood Bowl.
Give it a minute.
Oh,
You'll get
pals,
there.
pals, pals.
Hang on, he's taking his shoes off and his socks. 1, 2, 3,
So he can
4,
count.
5, 6.
Hmm. Now, if I go there, block there.
So he's what did he say? Your future son-in-law's age is, Spider.
37.
He's 37. Right, so divide that by 2. So he's going to be
26.
18 and a half. That's 7. He's pushing his luck a bit. Is he fabulously wealthy? Not that that's a factor.
I have no idea. I've never met his family. I've only met him once. They just started dating here relatively recently.
Do you like the cut of his jib? Or does he make you reach for the rifle?
He seemed fair enough.
I haven't got kids, so I can't really help you out there. And Andy, you're about to have kids. Have you any strong opinions on this? I mean, if in a couple of years' time Megatron rocks up with a 6-year-old, do you go, "No, you're too young for you, dirty, get away"?
My daughter's a grown woman. She can make her own choices. If she likes the guy and he treats her well, that's all I can be happy with.
It's a very refreshing view.
My biggest concern is that she's happy. So if she's happy and he treats her right, that's good enough for me.
That can be a beautiful thing, relationships, because I think in this world it's important that you've got someone in your life, that you really care about, whose interests you put above all else. You do anything for. And for me, that's me.
I thought you might do that.
Yeah, it's a dual stream McX. Yeah, I have as many as I can potentially get for a possible one-turner.
Quicksilver, good evening. How are you? Nice to make your acquaintance. Cool Knight says, to be fair, he'd say the Blood Bowl community is significantly more mature than the Battlefield community. When you say mature, do you mean grown up in terms of attitude or just age? There's a subtle difference. You want to steer clear of Fortnite, mate. Just saying.
Oh, God, yeah, that's terrible.
It's like League of Legends, but without the easygoing attitude and mutual support.
Well, you've given me a chance at a one die at least.
I have?
No sense in doing them one at a time because I'm going to do them all in reroll. Well, failed the second one. Oh, double fail it.
Oh, robbed.
That's all right. It was a very unlikely chance that it was going to happen anyway.
I've got a light upon Tauquin's comment there that his mate's 28 and he's married his stepmom's friend and she's in the 40s. Well, now wrong with women in the 40s, Tauquin. We had in the Discords, we had a lovely picture of Catherine Winnick and nobody would believe she was 40.
She is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely, you see? Or indeed in their 50s. I mean, Liz Hurley, for example,
Yep.
Handsome woman. That lass out of Underworld, Lenny Godber's daughter, out of Porridge, handsome woman.
The only thing that would bother me by Talquin's comment is that it's your stepmom's friend. That seems a little out of place to me.
Yes, Kate Beckinsale, Demico, absolutely.
Absolutely. My wife is 7 years older than me, so.
You see, now I've suddenly, in Cumbria, all I hear is the sound of footsteps receding down a corridor and a car rapidly starting as Sarah leaves the stream, realising why our demographic seems to lean to... Sorry, Sarah.
Sarah
gone.
doesn't mind, trust me.
She's gone. That's it. It's already gone.
No, it's come back.
Oh, yes!
Sarah does not mind, trust me.
She's not. Not. What are you not? What's Sarah not?
For God's sake, nobody hit subscribe while Sarah's watching, just saying. For no reason whatsoever. Listen.
Oh, that hurts.
We were talking about the
1 out of 5? Really?
we were talking about why we have 99.7% male audience, and somebody, he'll remain nameless, I don't want to out Scarametto like that, pointed out that everything surrounding the show, like the GIFs, for example, followed a certain theme, which we just thought the things that folks would like, and indeed they do. So we tried replacing all the GIFs of Kelly Brook and Rachel Bilson and the lasses out of Baywatch and all that, got rid of all that and replaced it with kittens. Did the viewership go up? Did it? Bollocks. So we just put them back in again. So sorry, Sarah. We give it a go, but it didn't really make any difference.
Trust me, she'll put gifs of good-looking men in there, and it won't bother her at all.
It's all done in the best possible taste.
It is.
Well, for the ladies, you did your stream in a particularly tight T-shirt once, didn't you?
I did, but I didn't win many games because it cut off all the circulation to my brain.
Did you have a mini skirt on too? That would
No,
have been the topper.
I've nearly had to play in a miniskirt.
Listen,
That
it's you.
might really draw some viewership in.
Well, it's you that comes up with these stretch goals. That's why you had to play Skaven for a whole season at Champs Ladder, and that's why your firstborn daughter is going to be called
Oh,
Megatron.
no. She did it to us. Oh dear.
Awkward. Sarah, thank you very much indeed for this. Welcome to the programme. Yeah, we got quite a lot of that. And there's probably some featuring, I don't know, ponies. Hey, steady on, Slick Fiskin. That is the woman I am to marry there. So no being disrespectful about Kelly Brook. Wonderful actress. Well, the history is on my side. She does tend to go for older men with no hair. Billy Zane, 12 years older than Kelly Brook, no hair. Jason Statham, 9 years older than Kelly Brook, no hair. Zunk, 12 years older than Kelly Brook, no hair. There's a pattern.
But she hasn't gone for you yet, has she? Yet.
We haven't met, but Ramaset's working on it. He knows everyone in Hollywood, and so I'm just hoping he's going to come through with the phone. In fact, what he's going to do is say, have you seen this show that I watched? And then she starts watching the show and goes, wow, aren't Zunk and Andy doing a cracking job of keeping my flagging career propped up by all this free advertising? And out of gratitude, she'll probably take me out for, I don't know, a Nando's. It's not male pattern baldness, Ali. It's impatience with the whole thing, and I've just wet shaved the lot. There is no hair on my eyebrows, obviously, and a bit of a beard. But apart from that,
So like 50% of the head. Tings wants to bring Rachel Bilson back. Tings, do you know what? A special thing for you, I think. Why don't you find a GIF? Just for you. You find a GIF and I'll put it in. As long as it's not breaking Twitch terms of service, you can have one for a month.
it's a family show. Tings, keep it clean, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
Mackie's saying get rid of the eyebrows as well. I just look like a boiled potato then, Mackie.
2, bam, bam.
I actually think that could be a thing. For the people who subscribe, they could
Up.
they could come up with their own sub GIF for a month. I think that'd be a thing.
I don't know who Betty White is. I don't think I want to know.
She's like 90 something. She used to be on the Golden Girls.
Oh right, yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Bam, bam.
McNaughton. Now we've.
Bam.
Sorry, Spider. McNaughton. Now we've got
There, he's
something
there.
for you. Like you, we can do something for you.
Oh, sounds like Betty White's already taken. Filet Nick, you go for it, mate. I'll be your wingman.
I think I just do that and take chances with the go for it. I'd love to try to push him one more time, though. Because then it makes my dodges a little easier. Let's push there. Actually, I could go that route instead.
To those of you watching in black and white, I've no idea what route he's talking about. But still, it'll be fun.
Bam. Bam. Push him there. And he's there.
This is the tense climax.
Still
Can
gets
the
him
ra-
to the same spot.
Tense climax.
Will the Ratties do a wonder? It's like commentating on a snooker. This you got to keep your voice down so you don't put the players off.
I'm a bit worried my green screen's broken though.
Fluxstreamer just won 65 quid. What did you bet on Fluxstreamer? How long Andy's green stream would last? What's the matter with it, Andy? Looks alright.
There's a little bit flickery in the background. I don't like it.
Bobface says Killjoy should be on a register. That's a bit.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
Okay.
Goodness gracious. How the hell is he going to catch the ball right
Well,
there?
now
Really?
now I can't interact with it. Do you want to share how you're planning on doing it? Because I can't interrupt you or stop you in any way.
Pushing a sidestepper up to the side, the open square, and then pushing him up one more with the guy that caught the ball. I can still do this. I can do it the other way, actually. So I bring this guy in here for the assist. I got 2 assists on him now. I come here and push. Problem is, I got him with the assist there, so that means I have to bring him here. Now, if I push, I should be able to sidestep out that way.
Oh, Frank, I'd love to talk about what you just said, but the game is at a particularly intense
Oh.
moment. Hold that thought, Frank.
Ish.
Ooh.
Ah,
Oh, denied.
Can it still? No, it can't be done now.
I don't think I can.
No, because you've got no site. You can't. No.
Nope.
Do you know what
Cannot be done.
that was rather like when Uncle Frank got that prescription of Viagra. It was an anticlimax.
Yep, nothing I can do now.
No. Well,
Needed to push and couldn't get it. Well.
Well
So
played.
my strategy with this team, and worked every game except for this game, was get the ball first, like I did, score within a couple of turns, which I did, and just score as quick and often as I can to continue to put pressure on my opponent, right? And then when my opponent got the ball, like you did, just going balls to the wall, going after the ball crazy every time. And if I pop the ball out and get it, then chucking it downfield to where I have the better chance to get it and score again. And if I can get up 2-0 right off the bat, then it puts so much pressure on my opponent to have to try to keep up with me that he's starting to do a lot more risky plays.
and then it starts to spiral out of control at that point. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. And going with the 15-man roster, and that's the reason why I went with the thrower, was twofold. A, to have the built-in reroll sure hands, and B, to not have to utilize a gutter runner to pick up the ball. That way I could flood the backfield with all 4 gutter runners.
Yeah.
That puts my opponent in the frame of mind that he's gonna blitz 1 gutter runner to try to take him down, but then he's got to try to cover 3 other gutter runners spread across the field. And that's extremely hard to do. And it's easy enough for me to blitz one of those gutter runners free to still be able to chuck the ball to him and score quick on my offense. So that's why I went with the thrower. And I went with the 4 different skill set on the gutters to be able to have that wider range of options to use with them. And it worked. My going crazy on defense worked a couple of times against you. I did pop the ball out. If that ball bounces a little bit differently, then that game could go a lot differently there in the middle of the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was a good strategy, and it worked well. I scored a lot of touchdowns. I put a lot of pressure on my opponents most games. The very first game was 2-2. And my turn 16, all I had to do was make a dodge with a gutter runner to score and win 3-2, and I double won it. And puts the ball on the pitch like two squares away from my opponent's end zone. He's Wood Elves. He has no rerolls. He makes a dodge into 2 tackle zones, a dodge into 1 tackle zone, a dodge out, picks the ball up in 2 tackle zones, chucks the ball up to the line or to the midfield in 2 tackle zones, catches it, and then runs down and hands off to another Wood Elf to score to win 3-2 when I should have most likely won 3-2. So just bad luck on my part there. And then the second game was almost similar situation where I double failed something I shouldn't have to win the game, and then my opponent was able to score 2 turns later. So I lost my first 2 games and had to win the last 3 just to get in, and was able to win the last 3.
Yeah, mine I think in this one was the other way around. I won the first couple and then drew the last few,